What's up, everybody? This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman, your host of Mr. Gentleman Like That podcast. And this week's sponsorship is from Newsly. Newsly is a all-in-one audio super app for iOS and Android. It picks up web articles about the most trending topics on the web at any given moment and read them to you in a natural human voice. For the first time in ever of the internet, the entire web becomes listenable, all in one place. Browse articles from topic choose, start playing, start scrolling, and start listening. You can follow any topics as you specifically as you like, from sports, science to Bitcoin, even for the Kardashians. It will find you on the latest article and you read them to you out loud. And they have podcasts as well. Explore trending podcasts from over 50 countries. Our podcast, Mr. Gentleman Like That podcast, is on there as well. Yes, it is. Shout out to Newsly for that. I started using it as my default podcast app. Download and use Newsly for free from www.newsly.me or from the link in the description. Use the promo code Mr. Gentleman that I will also put in the description and receive 1 month free premium subscription. So you already know, y'all, download Newsly now. Check it out. Support them, y'all. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman, your host of Mr. Gentleman Like That podcast, and enjoy the show. You are now listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast Christmas episode. Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman, 1/4 of the Premier Boys podcast, and your host of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. And welcome to another new episode of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Hope all is well. Episode 133, Season 7, Episode 9. This is the Christmas episode of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, but also this is the mid-season finale of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast Season 7. And of course, we got my special guest. We got a returning guest. We got Miss Jaylan back on the show, and we are doing our top 20 favorite Christmas movies. So this was a very fun episode, and hopefully y'all will enjoy it. And y'all already know what to do. Sit back, relax, and I'll be right back.
My name is Imani, and you are now listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. And at this time, the time for Mr. Gentleman Facts quote of the day. And today's quote of the day is, let's be kind to each other, not only in the holiday season, but all year round. And I say this because the holiday season is usually the hardest time of the year for a lot of people. People lose their jobs, people lose family members, people lose homes, and many more. And you just never know what somebody is going through. So no matter what, let somebody you care about, let them know that you love them, and let's be kind to each other, because you just never know what somebody is going through. And that is today, Mr. Gentleman Facts quote of the day. Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman, and I am the host of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. And this commercial break is brought to you by Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. On Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, we interview many guests about their life journey, pretty much where they come from and where they at now. Also promoting their brands or whatever they're doing at the time they come on the show. We also have the host talk about personal stories about himself and everything that he's been through. And also we have fun conversation about anything music, anything old school, relationships, wrestling, and many more. And y'all can tune in to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast every Sundays at 12 a.m. We are also on every Thursdays at 12 a.m. for Spin-Off Series Thursdays, where we have all of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast Spin-Off Series all in one day, where we have a conversation about music podcast every first Thursday at 12 a.m. The Old School Show with myself and the Star Riding Rod every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. And we have Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B every second and third Thursday at 12 a.m. And y'all can tune in to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, the Pods, and many more. Or y'all can check it out on the official website of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com, and tune in every Sundays and Thursdays at 12 a.m. for Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in to this commercial break of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Back to your regularly scheduled program. Cheers!
My name is Jaylan Salah, and you are listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. And at this time, this is the Christmas episode of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. And of course, I got my special guest. She is a returning guest. She's been on the last two episodes of the Top 20 to Countdown show. And, she's a really good friend of mine. We got Miss Jaylan back on the show. Jaylan, how are you doing? Welcome back.
How are you, Kenny? Happy holidays, and I'm always happy to be on the Ken Mr. Gentleman show.
Yes, and welcome back, and happy holiday to you as well. But before we dive into our top 20 favorite Christmas movies, how do you feel about Christmas?
Oh my gosh, this is such a complex, question and complex answer, because I love Christmas as in, the festivities, the lights, the food, all the beautiful, cozy atmosphere. But sometimes when you're in a bad place, it makes you feel worse. I don't know. If you're going through some certain periods, heartbreak or just losing a job or, missing a person in your family or just not feeling, cozy or warm enough, it might sometimes come as a negative effect. So I don't know, I haven't been feeling the holiday spirit this year specifically because for the past 5 years, no matter what happened, no matter where I was, I would always feel it. I would just seek it out, go to places, go to restaurants, go whatever. This year, I'm in much of a slump, which is why I was so excited that we were doing this list so that I can revisit some of my movies that make me feel happy, that make me nostalgic, and make me at least remember the good times. So yeah, this is how I feel about Christmas.
The thing is, I love Christmas, and I love this holiday. But I do agree with you, though. So part of me also been on and off in a slump too. I did like it for years. I haven't really been in a slump like that, but I always continue to. Cause I love Christmas, so I always want to continue to, keep the spirits going and stuff like that. Yeah. But give me one family tradition that you do with your family on Christmas.
They have to get me my mom and my sister always get me a a trinket or something, like a gift, like no matter what happens, they just get me like Santa, they get me an elf, they get me a reindeer, they get me something. And usually it's creative, like sometimes we get it from, like, I have a very fancy gift, or we have it from, like the local thrift store where it's just like £2 and stuff. So they always get me a gift. Sometimes we would get cookies, of course, Christmas cookies, and it would be like the best. Sometimes we would go out when we're in a better place, like I would take them out and go to a fancy dinner, good restaurant where they have piano and they're playing the movie on the screen and you can feel it, and we all dress up nicely. Like I used to love to pick, like either a red sweater or a red dress and dress up. So yeah, this is some of my best memories and traditions.
Nice. I know.
What about you?
I know for me, I got two. So, when it comes to family, we always have a big family thing. Everybody come over, stuff like that, dinner, gift. Sometimes play games. We could be karaoke or stuff like that.
Wow.
So that'd be like one fun thing. Also, is like every December, like probably the first week of December, as a kid, I used to go to the movies. And it used to be the thing called the Fight Club, where you watch a movie and they give us a free gift after, like a free gift package after and stuff like that. And a lot of the movies that I got on this list came from when I went to this thing called the Fight Club as a kid. So you wouldn't know when I talk about it.
Wow. Okay. Waiting. This sounds exciting. Wow.
Yeah. So you already know what we do on a top 20 countdown show. We count down our favorite movies. But this time we're gonna do our favorite Christmas movie this time. So of course, Ms. Jaylan, as always, as a guest and as a woman, you go first. What is your number 20 movie, Christmas movie?
Okay, number 20 is gonna be definitely Meet Me in St. Louis. Okay, directed by Vincent Minnelli. Because I love Judy Garland so much. I love her voice. I love the way she looks. Sometimes I think like we have even similar physique. You know what I mean? And I just love it when she sings Have Yourself a Merry Christmas. I feel like, oh man, I just want to cry. I just want to curl in the corner. I remember my childhood when I was watching Wizard of Oz on repeat. So I love Meet Me in St. Louis. It's my number 20.
Okay, nice. So my number 20, this movie I started watching probably 2 years ago. This is a Disney movie. This weird movie called Norella. It features Ann Kendrick and Ben Hopper. It's on Disney Plus. It's pretty much about a girl who is, I guess, the daughter of Santa Claus. Yes.
Really?
It's a silly Christmas movie that's on Disney Plus. It came out in 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, this sounds cool. I gotta watch it because now I'm on a Christmas movie marathon with myself.
You already know we gonna recommend each other some lists of stuff that we did not see, and this is like a little cute Christmas movie. I'm pretty sure you will enjoy this. This movie is called Novella on Disney Plus. You can watch it on Disney Plus.
All right. Okay. Awesome. Settled.
So what is your number 19?
Okay, my number 19 would be The Polar Express. Okay, because I just love animated movies, and I feel like it has beautiful animation, and it's also very wintry and very Christmassy for me. I think the first time I watched it was on Christmas too, so it has this memory for me. So definitely it'd be my 19, The Polar Express.
You know what crazy? I never saw this movie. I never saw The Polar Express. I never saw it. The thing is, everybody always talk about the movie. Yeah. Everybody always talk about the movie, but I never watched it. It was one of those things I never really cared to watch it, but I know I wanted to watch it, but I didn't never care to watch it. But I might give this a try. I know.
Give it a try.
Yeah. I know Tom Hanks is in this movie. So,
and you love Tom Hanks. Come on, he's your favorite.
Yeah, I like Tom Hanks. I like Tom Hanks. But my number 19, my number 19 is a Netflix movie called The Holiday Calendar. It came out 2018. It's basically like a romantic comedy, Christmas romantic comedy about two friends who follow a holiday calendar, and it's a little cute romantic Christmas movie. I used to watch it every year. I haven't watched it this year yet, but But I used to watch
And
it
you're
every
one of
year.
the cutest people out there. So always, I always love because all your pics are like childlike wonder and cutesy, like Boy Meets Girl. So I'm always like, oh my gosh, Ken is so full of light and I'm so full of darkness, and we're gonna clash.
I mean, here today, I'm a hopeless romantic. I do like romantic comedy, so that's just me. That's just me. And trust me, it's gonna be a lot of those. It's gonna be a lot of those on this list. Just so you know, it's gonna be a lot of those on this list. So just be prepared. Just be prepared. What is your number 8? What is your number 18?
Okay, my number 18 is definitely going to be Candy Cane Lane, which you recommended to me. Thank you so much for doing this. Directed by Reginald Hudlin and starring our favorite Eddie Murphy, who's amazing in the movie. It's a great movie, okay? It's a very recent movie, but it's great. It's funny. It's full of Christmas vibes. It has this frantic energy that you associate with the holidays. So it's got a lot of cool and crazy characters. I don't know. I loved it, especially the character Pepper. So yeah, it was. Thank you for this recommendation because it was awesome.
Yeah, I had to check this movie out. It was a pretty good movie. I definitely gotta watch it again. I'm gonna watch it again, but this was a pretty good movie. Shout out to Eddie Murphy, Tracy Ellis Ross, and everybody. Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cool movie. All right, so my next movie is another romantic comedy movie, and it's this movie called Christmas of Yes. Pretty much, this movie is about a girl who have a job, she's always busy, and her friend bet her to say yes all through the Christmas holiday. Basically, everything that somebody asks her, she had to say yes.
All right.
Yeah, and of course, this is another romantic comedy, and this came out pretty recent, 2023. This is pretty recent. Literally, came out a couple weeks ago, and you can watch it on HBO Max. So yeah, Christmas of Yes, another romantic comedy.
You have a lot of recent movies, and this is giving me hope. This means there are good recent movies. So I'm just
yeah. It is. No, I lie. It is a lot of good recent Christmas movies. A lot of them is romantic comedies. Of course, the Lifetime. The Lifetime. They be cheesy, but they be interesting.
They're nice. They're lovable. They're adorable. I know what you mean. Like you just want this little bit of cheesiness in your life. I get it.
Yes, and who in this movie is Michelle Weaver and Jeff Pierce, and Christmas of Yes. You can watch it on Amazon Prime. It's on HBO Max.
Okay.
Max, I should say that. Alright, so what is your 17?
Okay, my 17 is Last Holiday. Okay, 2006, directed by Wayne Wang and starring my favorite. Queen Latifah. Okay, it's a very I feel it has some sadness to it, but it's a good movie about changing your life, about finding love. Like sometimes you just feel that you feel sorry for this character, but she kind of inspires you with her, changing her life, and you get along with her. I feel also it has many food scenes, which I love in movies, to be honest. So it's very I think 2000s movie. You can feel the 2000s vibe of it all, but still it's a cool movie, and I love Queen Latifah. I think she's a badass, so yeah.
Yeah, Queen Latifah definitely do. I definitely did see this movie. It's not my favorite Christmas movie, but I did enjoy this movie. But I love Queen Latifah, so yeah, that's a plus. That's a plus right there. And yeah, so my 17 is another romantic comedy.
We're not gonna have a single film in common. Are you kidding me? You're
we will get the new romantic comedy stuff out the way first, because you never know what I got toward the
okay. Let me wait.
But this movie came out in 2023. This movie called Yes, Chef Christmas. And you can watch it on Lifetime and Amazon Prime.
Last Chef Christmas. Wow.
Yeah.
So it has food?
Yeah. It's about Christmas and food. Yeah.
Wow. Awesome. I'm in.
And it's starring Tia Mowry. If y'all remember her twin sister Tia is in this movie. And
wow.
This movie was better than I expected. And it's a deep message into this movie. You just gotta watch it. And this is really good. I ain't gonna lie, this is really good. It got me a little teary eyed by the end a little bit, but yeah, this is
Okay.
that's Chef Christmas. Yeah.
I'm already having a lot of don't you dare.
Yeah, let's say this one got like a instant plot twist at the end. Like instant plot twist. But this is a good movie though. Yes, Chef Christmas. You can watch this on Amazon Prime and Lifetime. Okay, what is your number 16?
Okay, my number 16 is a movie that I feel has become controversial these days. I don't know why. It's Happiest Season, directed by Clea Duvall. Because when I watched it, I was like, wow, okay, cool. Some of the characters, especially I think Kristen Stewart's girlfriend, was a bit mean, a sinister character, like imagine someone loving you and then taking you in a relationship to their family and then telling you to pretend to be their friend and not their girlfriend. You know what I mean? This is not good. This is toxic behavior, y'all. But still, I mean, what a terrible partner. No, leave her. However, I wanted Kristen Stewart to hook up with Aubrey Plaza, who was in the movie and who was also kind of like screwed up by this mean character and this mean actress. I don't even remember her name. So still, the movie, I liked it because first of all, it was very beautiful visually. Second of all, I love Kristen Stewart, to be honest. And third, I really wanted her and Aubrey Plaza. I thought they had that much chemistry, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, you girls get it. So for me, I abandoned all the bad stuff, all the toxicity, and still stuck with the movie as a good one. So yeah, it's one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Hold on, what the movie called? That sounds really interesting.
Happiest Season. You should watch it and tell me what you think about it. Yeah.
That sounds really familiar. I definitely gonna check that out. Right, so my number 16. Okay, this might be the last romantic comedy I got on the list. This might be the last one. It's another romantic comedy. It's this movie called Love at the Christmas Table.
Okay.
And this came out in 2012.
Okay.
And I watched this movie because one of my childhood crushes in this movie.
Ooh, tell me.
Okay, do you remember the show Wonder Years that came out in the 80s? Not the reboot, but the original one. The Wonder Years.
No, I haven't watched this show. Are you serious? I have to check it out. I must have come across it. Tell me, what about it?
Okay, so it's this girl on there. She played a character named Millie. And the person that played that character in this movie, so her name is D'Amica McKinnon. And
McKinnon. Okay.
Yeah.
The Wendy years. It's called.
It's called Love at the Christmas Table.
Yeah.
So
but what is the show called?
The show is called The Wonder Years. The Wonder Years.
Yes. Okay.
The Wonder Years.
Winnie. Okay. Yes. Fine.
So this movie basically about two childhood friends, and they celebrate Christmas every year at the same Christmas table. Until one year, they got older and they move on with their life, and then they came back together. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you get the picture. They fall in love and all that good stuff. So
goodness happens in movies.
Yeah, I know.
Only it happens in real life. Why can't real life be like these movies that Ken loves? Please.
That's a fact. But I enjoyed the movie, and plus my crush is in the movie. So check out Love at the Christmas Table.
I want to see your crush. Now that is an interesting thing for me. I gotta see Ken's childhood crush. Mission.
She want to know. She want to know. And you can watch this movie on Lifetime and Amazon Prime.
Okay. All right.
So what's your number 15?
Okay,
now we're about to get to the good stuff.
Okay, my number 15 is a romantic comedy, but it's like one of the good old like see this is where I come to as the hopes romantic. It's The Holiday, directed by Nancy Meyers. Okay, I love The Holiday because you have Cameron Diaz, you have Jude Law, you have Britain. They go to London and they just sit in this cottage, and you have all these scenes, and there's of course that love prevails, and she's this hard woman, and she falls in love and cries. Who doesn't want this? And there's beautiful, of course, Christmas imagery, and like all these beautiful scenes where they just fall in love, and they wear beautiful dresses, by the way. Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz, I wanted their wardrobe in this movie. They have some spectacular, chic but simple dresses. So yeah, That's fine.
I'm not gonna lie. I never got a chance to see this movie, but always wanted to see this movie. I definitely always want to see this movie.
Ken, this is your movie. These are the movies that speak to Ken. Come on.
So after this, I'm definitely going to after this episode. I'm definitely going to check out that movie. The Holiday, right? It's called The Holiday, right?
Yeah.
The Holiday, yeah.
Holiday, yeah.
I'm definitely going to check it out. So my number 15. Okay, so now we're going to get to take it back in time, 1992. You know, these guys have been also one of my. I grew up with these guys, you know, and they came up with a movie. They came up with a Christmas movie.
Okay.
Wasn't my favorite out of their franchise, but this is probably one of my favorite out of this version of the movie. I got the Muppets Christmas Carols.
Me too, by the way. Oh my God. Are you serious? No.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hold on. So do we got the same movies? We got the same movies on the list?
We finally got it. Oh
wow, that's the first.
Yeah, so that's the first. It's my number 10, by the way. So I
oh wow.
Yeah, because I love it. I love it so much.
So you know, so I don't have to tell the movie, but I like this movie because I like the way they did the Christmas Carol version. You know, there's been a lot of them over the years.
Yeah,
but this one always been one of my favorites. And of course, I mean, you can't go over Kermit, it's Piggy, and the whole gang. So
I know you can't outstand them. You can't upstage this. It's so good. They're so good. And they're great as the characters. So yeah.
I agree.
And it always brings me to my childhood, you know, like I always see them up and I'm like, oh, I want to be a kid again, please.
I agree. I wish I saw this at the movies, but I saw other Muppets movies at the movies. But yeah, this is my number 15. And this is number 10. So
this was my number 10.
Yeah. But what is your number 14?
My number 14. Okay, my number 14 is While You Were Sleeping, directed by John Turteltaub. It stars, of course, Sandra Bullock, and it has like a very. For me, what I love about this movie is the fact that she's the character like me. You know, like she's a very simple girl. She just loves her cat. She kind of like stays sometimes in, you know, like in the sidelines. She doesn't like to stand out. And she's in love, you know, like, and she kind of saves the guy. So I love this. I love this so much in movies where the girl gets to save the guy instead of him saving her. The guy was a bit of a douche, let's be honest, but she still falls in love with his brother. So he has a good. They always have these alternatives in movies, like, hey, the guy turned out to be a douche. Look at his brother. Look at his father. Look at his friend. So they always have solutions for, you know, when you get the shock of your life. So. It's a great movie. It's just subtle and very calm and very soothing. Sometimes when I'm having a bad day, I'll just open it, you know, like and watch it. So it's a good movie for me.
Now that's good. The title caught my attention. I definitely gotta take that out. The title, what you just mentioned, just caught my attention. So
yeah,
I guess gotta add this to my list.
You have to. These are new movies, Kenny. Come on.
Oh, the new movie.
Yeah. Your movies, like they are your movies. These are the movies that speak to Ken. Like for me, like The Holiday and While You Were Sleeping, all that, I can feel you in them. Like I feel you interacting with them. So when I see them, I'm like, check it out.
Yeah, I definitely gonna check it out. All right, so my number 14. You know, this movie came out in the 2000s. I was debating and I should add this on my list because this is more my sister's favorite movie.
Okay.
Than mine, but I ended up starting to like it. I got The Family Man as my number 14.
I love it. Oh my gosh, are you serious? No.
Yeah, I got
The Family Man is my number 12.
Oh.
Finally, now we're starting to get along. Yes.
Finally. Yeah. So you already know this movie is starred by Nicolas Cage.
Yes, I love it.
By Tia Leon.
Ooh.
Don Chino and you know Jeremy Pippin, and I like a lot. You know, I like the storyline for this movie. Even though I'm not a Nicolas Cage fan, but I love him in this movie though. He was really great in this movie.
You should if you didn't.
And this is a fun movie. This is a fun movie.
it's fun and it's good and it has some good values and it has the spirit too of the holidays. But you should watch Nicolas Cage and It Could Happen to You because it has the same vibe. Like he's the same Nicolas Cage there. You know, Nicolas Cage is one of my favorites because he's insane and he has this craziness in movies where it shouldn't be. Like you feel it's unnecessary craziness, but you in movies like these, in like The Family Man and in It Could Happen to You, he's a subtle version of himself. Like he's not that crazy, he's not that over the top. So yeah, I can totally see you checking it out. But The Family Man is a good one. It's a good pick.
Yeah. Family Man really good. I ain't gonna lie, it's really good. It took me a while to really enjoy it, but I do enjoy the movie now. Yeah, this is a really good movie. I like it. I like the plot. I like everything. And The Family Man is my number 14.
All right.
And this is your number 12.
Yes.
All right. So what's your 13?
Okay, my 13 is Die Hard. Okay, John McTiernan. Because I love John McClane so much. Like, I want to be John McClane. Like, he's one of the coolest action. Of course, not like Wesley Snipes for me, but still, you can be like with him on the same spot. But I love John McClane. I love the movie. I love it that it's a very cool action movie. Like these 80s, 90s action movies are not being made anymore, so I miss them. So, and I think I watched it like New Year's. And it got stuck in my head. Like the first time I watched it, it was New Year's Eve or something. And I was like, oh my God, I love this movie so much. I always associated it with the holidays and, you know, like the good time and stuff like that.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I do like Die Hard. I always debate if this was a Christmas movie or not. Some people say it is, some people say it's not. So it's weird. It's weird.
I know. It's a very weird debate. You're right.
Yeah, it's very, very weird debate. Yes. But of course, Die Hard is really dope, though. Die Hard is really dope. I ain't gonna lie. So my number 13, this is probably one of my oldest movies. It's probably the oldest movie I got on my list.
Tell me.
And this is a classic. I'm pretty sure you. I feel like you would have to see a list. I gotta feel you would have to see a list.
Tell me.
When this movie was released, it did not do good at the box office, but it got popular later.
Tell me.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Me too. It's my number 6. Shut up.
So here's the thing about this movie. When I watched this movie as a kid, I did not enjoy it. I thought it was really boring and stuff like that. Maybe because I didn't understand it as a kid. But when I watched it again, then I believe it was 2020. I watched it with me and my father. We watched it together and stuff like that. And I got to really understand the movie, and I really feel like, this is a really great movie. Like everything about this movie was amazing. You know, the story and the message behind it, and this was a really beautiful movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Very.
That's a Wonderful Life. I got that as my number 13.
Yes, it was my number 6.
Yeah, I got a feeling we're gonna have a lot more of the same stuff.
Yes.
But you already mentioned your number 12 already. So say what your number 12 is again.
Family Man. All right. Yes.
So you already talk about it already. So I'm gonna go to my number 12.
Yeah.
And you know, this movie that I got for my number 12 was redone like many times. It would probably be done like three times. Yeah. But I feel like the reboot version was probably my favorite. I got Miracle on 34th Street, 1994 version.
You like the 1944?
Yeah, I got the 1994. Yeah,
1994. Okay. Oh, why is this your favorite version? Tell me.
I guess it's more. It's more for our generation. It's more current.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the original one. It was black and white. One of them was black and white. One of them wasn't color, but I feel like this was more relatable to us.
Yep.
Yeah. But it was in the 90s, you know.
We are the kids of the 90s. We love anything that was produced in this period. I know what you mean.
Yeah. And fun fact, this was one of the movies that I saw at the Fire Club when I was younger. This was one of them. Yeah. This was one of them. I got two more. I got two more movies that I saw at the Fight Club on this list.
All right, I can't wait.
But we wait. I'll let you know when. But I like this movie though. Like I said, I like the reboot version of it. Of course, they got Mia Wilson, you know, who was Matilda in this movie.
Yes.
And Yeah, I had to rewatch this movie literally before I got on here so I could refresh my memory. but, but I really enjoyed this. Miracle on 34th Street, 1984 version.
Okay, awesome.
So what you got for your number 11?
Okay, my number 11 is this. It's a very heavy movie. It's Fanny and Alexander, directed by Ingmar Bergman, and it's a 5-hour long movie. I think they have a debate: is it a TV miniseries or is it a movie? They have a 3-hour version as a movie.
Oh, wow.
But still, the 5-hour version I consider it a movie, to be honest. But it's a very long, stretched movie. And what I love about it, it's really dark and it really has some moments that make you want to kill yourself. But the Christmas parts, because I think it alternates between when you have a very strict and scary life and then you have your imagination to escape from it. So the kid there has this very overactive imagination, so I could relate to him. And when he's in a place of theater and when he's during Christmas, you could feel his imagination controlling everything. So I love it. And I think the Christmas parts, I watch them on Christmas because they kind of put me in the mood of, when you have these Scandinavians, architecture and very, very fancy furniture and these trees and stuff. So it makes for a visual feast, you may say. But it's a dark movie, so be warned. I don't know. Don't watch it on Christmas, Kenny. I'm afraid for you.
Hold on, what the movie called again?
Fanny and Alexander.
Okay, I'm gonna put that on my list. So my number 11. This movie is a sequel to a 90s movie.
Okay.
But for the sequel, they decided to make it a holiday movie.
Okay.
And this is the all-star cast. I believe I spoke about this movie, I believe, on my regular top 20 countdown list, I believe.
Ooh.
So the movie I got is Best Man Holiday. That came out in 2013.
Okay.
So y'all remember the Best Man? It had Laura Chestnut, Terrence Howard, Tate Diggs,
Yeah.
Lathan, Leo Long. And
Wow.
the whole cast, Malcolm D. Lee is the director, like he did for all three of them. He put out, and I don't know. Usually, I'm not big on when regular movies do a sequel for holiday movies, but this one was done really well. Very a lot of drama, comedy, of course, some sad moments as well, like really sad moments. But this was a really good movie. The Best Man Holiday.
Okay, Best Man Holiday. Wow.
Yeah.
I gotta watch this. I think I have it written down from your regular list. I might have had it.
Oh yeah, cause I see you. Oh yeah, cause I remember I see your long list last year.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Found it. Okay.
So I know you mentioned your number 10 already. You said you had the muffins. You said
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's another movie we got together. Nice, but my number 10. Now we in the top 10 now. So so my number 10. So this movie that I watched this when I was a kid. A lot of people do not know about this movie. Maybe so, but maybe not. I watched this when I was a kid. This got an all-star cast. This was made in 1990.
All right.
I got this movie called The Kid Who Loved Christmas.
Never watched this movie. Kid Who Loved Christmas.
Yeah, I know. But here's the cast. We got Cecily Tyson in this movie. We got Esther Rowley, who played the mother for Good Times. We got Sammy Davis Jr., legendary Sammy Davis Jr. We got Charlie Murphy in this movie. Eddie Murphy's brother. We got Della Reese. She played Touched by an Angel and many other things. And many more. And this was a television movie. And this was a really sad movie. This is probably one of the saddest Christmas movies I got on the list.
I know, it's new for you. It's new for you to have sad movies on Christmas. This is not the Ken vibe.
Yeah. This is a really sad movie, but this is an amazing movie though. And the thing about it, we lost a lot of the legends in this movie, which is crazy. A lot of the legends passed away over the years. And you gotta watch this movie. It's weird because you can't watch this really nowhere. I watched this recently on YouTube. So they got it on YouTube.
Wow.
And also, this movie was produced by our favorite Eddie Murphy.
Oh, baby. Can we have Eddie Murphy on the podcast, please? I want to talk to him. I love him so much.
Yeah,
I can't. God, he has Eddie, please listen to our prayers. We just want to interview you.
Yeah, but for real, we gotta check out. You gotta check out this movie. This is a really.
You gotta check it out, but I'm gonna cry. Am I gonna cry?
Yeah.
Warn me.
You might. It's about the story. You know, I don't want to tell the story.
All right.
It's got many sad things. So I tried to understand how can I watch it as a kid.
I know. We were messed up kids.
Yeah, I had it as a kid. I don't know. I don't understand how I watched a sad movie as a kid, a young kid at that.
Exactly.
So check out the movie called "The Kid Who Loved Christmas."
All right.
Yeah, y'all can watch it on YouTube.
Okay.
So, what is your number 9?
My number 9 is The Preacher's Wife. It's directed by Kevin. Tell me, you have it? Tell me. What is your number?
8.
Oh, 8. I love it. I love it. Don't you just love Whitney Houston? I cry when I see this woman because she is brilliance. Like, she is brilliance manifested in a person. And imagine if she's like singing in your local church, like, hello, can I just go and just watch you in the choir, please, woman? She's just amazing. And Denzel is being an angel. Like, this movie is just so good. And it's also very Christmassy.
No, it is. This is an amazing movie. You know, shout out to Denzel, Whitney Houston, Loretta Devon,
yes.
the legendary Gregory Hines, by Peter Gregory Hines. And yeah, this movie was really amazing.
Amazing movie.
But I got a fun fact. I'm not sure you know about this, but I got a fun fact that I found out recently about this movie.
Tell me.
Originally, Whitney Houston was not supposed to be the lead of this movie.
Ooh. Who was?
It was supposed to be Julia Roberts.
What? No. Ew. Okay.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
They got rid of her. Thank God they got rid of her.
The thing was, when I heard the info, I'm like, I don't even know how that would fit.
It would have been terrible, to be honest.
It would have been completely. Yeah, it would have been a completely different movie. It would be believable. It would not be believable.
No, because Whitney uses this calmness, this like serenity about her. Like, you would see Whitney Houston as a performer, but in this movie, she's this calm woman. She's this just wife. She has this peace about her. I was amazed by her acting, to be honest.
Me too. I was too.
What? She's great. What is happening? Besides, I miss her voice. Like, imagine we've been deprived of this voice because she died too soon. I just love her voice, man. She's legend.
And another fun fact that Denzel asked Whitney multiple times, but she turned it down. It took Denzel a year to get Whitney on this movie. Yeah, he didn't give up. Denzel must have heard about Julia Roberts, and he's like, "No, I need Whitney."
No. Get her out, please. We need Whitney.
Oh my goodness. But I seriously do not know how this movie would feel or be like if Julia Roberts was Whitney Rowe. I do not know how that would be like.
Me too. I can't even imagine it. I can't even picture it in my head. Ugh.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Julia Roberts is an amazing actress. Don't get me wrong.
Julia Roberts, but she's not gonna be fit in this.
Yeah. This role would not fit her at all.
Besides, I tell you the truth, I love Julia when she's more of the sneaky, bitchy character. Like, I don't like it when she's like the very, very sweet and kind. Like, I love her in My Best Friend's Wedding, where she's kind of a bully. Like, I like her in Notting Hill. She's kind of, okay, she's an actress, but she still torments the guy, in my opinion, at least. So yeah, I love Julia's darker side. In Closer, she's kind of a bitch, so I like her.
I remember Closer.
Yeah, she is. So yeah, I like her. But this character, she's a very good woman. Like, you could see this woman, like you could see her in real life. Julia will have that diva, ditzy air about her. No.
I agree. But you got Preacher right at your number 9. I got mine. This is my number 8.
Yeah.
So, but what about number 9 though? So.
Is it?
So my number 9 is a classic movie. I watched this growing up, and it's a pretty cool movie. A lot of people like this movie.
Tell me.
But I wonder what was the hype. And then I watched it again recently, and this was a pretty funny movie. I got National Lampoon Christmas Vacation.
I know. Wow, you love this movie, right? Okay, I can feel it. A lot of people love it. Love it so much. Everybody does.
Yeah. I got this. This came out in 1989.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase. They got Bella D'Angelo, Andy Croy, and this is a funny movie. I used to watch this a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is my number 9.
Okay.
So what's your number 8? Yeah, what's your number 8?
Wait, what? My number 8 was alright. It's Carol by Todd Haynes. Okay? Because Carol is this beautiful movie about longing for love. Like when something enters your life and you feel you're first of all, it has this Christmassy, even color palette. He's so smart. Like you could feel all the scenes are drenched in these Christmas colors. So you feel the season, but you feel it from an eye of an observer. Like you're observing the lover. You're just watching this lover. I think it's a very curious movie, and it's about feelings that do not rest. And in real life, this could be hell. But in movies, this is beautiful, and you watch it and you feel like, okay, now I go to my work. So I love this movie because it captures a moment, it captures a feeling, and Todd Haynes is a great director. So also it has this voyeuristic image about it, like you're watching someone from afar and kind of like enjoying their presence in the world. So I love this about it, and it's very Christmassy too. Like it has these deep layers, these neo-noir vibes, but still it's Christmas.
Okay, nice. All right, so my number 8. We already mentioned my number 8. It was The Preacher's Wife.
Yes.
So what is your number 7?
My number 7 is a TV movie. It's called The Greatest Store in the World, directed by Jane Prowse, and it's in 1999. This movie, I don't think I can find it anywhere. I watched it when I was about, I think, like 11, 12, something like that. But I loved it. I watched it with my mom and my sister. And I think the characters were so fitting. There was a mother, and there was a big daughter and a small daughter. And it was a very beautiful movie. The mother was struggling to like take care of her children and stuff like that, but she created for them a very magical world. So it was like watching our childhood with our mom on, like the screen. So it was very endearing and very nice and very calm. So yeah, and it had this S Club 7 cameo in it. So I thought it was so cool because S Club 7 was a thing back then. So, yeah. So it was amazing, like I love this movie. It just feels so nostalgic, and so I haven't seen it since. I've been trying to look for it everywhere, but I can't. So yeah.
Hold up, what the movie called?
The Greatest Store in the World.
Yeah, that sounds familiar for some reason. I feel like I've seen that before.
I probably
gotta think about it. Think about it, but my number 7. Okay, so this movie, this seems to be everybody's favorite, literally everybody's favorite Christmas movie. I love this movie too. I watched it as a kid. This movie comes out every Christmas on TBS.
Tell me.
I got A Christmas Story.
Okay. Wow.
That is, this movie was made in 1983. Christmas comedy. I enjoyed the movie as a kid. I always loved the first one. They came out, but they got 2 other ones now. They have Christmas Story 2, which I never saw. I never saw Christmas Story 2. But then they got another one that came out recently called A Christmas Story Christmas. That came on Max. I seen that one. Yeah, it's basically about Rafi as an adult and his family.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So it was pretty interesting, but of course, nothing can beat the original.
Yeah.
Christmas Story is my number 7.
Well, I haven't seen it in a very long time. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Very long time.
I mean, y'all can watch it on Christmas Day on TBS. it would be on for 24 hours.
It'll be there. Yeah, exactly.
So, what's your number? Oh yeah. Your number 6.
Wonderful Live.
Yeah. You already got your number 6. My number 6 is this movie is a Disney movie. It was pretty. I'm not gonna lie. This movie was really ahead of its time. Really ahead of its time with the graphics, story, and everything. You can watch this. You can watch this on 2 holidays. You can watch it on. You can watch it on Halloween, and you can watch it on Christmas. I got Tim Burton, The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Of course. But it's
That
my
came out.
Halloween movie. Like, it's a Halloween movie. I love it so much. Yeah.
Yeah, so this came out in
This person is a
1983.
genius.
Yeah, it is a stop motion animation mystical dark fantasy movie. Tim Burton did his thing with this movie. This movie was really ahead of its time. Like really ahead of its time. Like
So true.
Like we had to give Disney and Tim Burton their props because G. Louise, this was an amazing movie.
Yeah.
And yeah, this was just amazing. I watched this on Christmas, sometime Halloween.
It is very, it's a mashup between the both holidays. It's so cool in that, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. The Night Before Christmas is my number 6. Now we are at the top 5.
Ooh.
I'm interested to see what we both have. I got a feeling we're gonna both have the same movies though. I got a weird feeling. But we see what happens. Let's see. What's your number 5?
Okay, my number 5 is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, but the 1966 TV movie. This is my favorite of all the Grinches. So I love it so much.
I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna add that on my list, but I wasn't sure if we were doing TV specials, Christmas specials.
I know what you mean.
Yes, I wasn't sure. Like, dang, I should have added this.
You like it? Good. So it was.
Yeah, but I love the Christmas Before Christmas. I rather the old school version than the 2 new ones that came out with Jim Carrey and the one with forgot the other one came out 2019.
Yeah, I hate them both. I don't know. I don't like them as this one. This one is my favorite. This one.
That me too. Yeah, I agree. I rather the original more than anything.
Okay.
Rather the original more than anything. But my number 5. This movie is a sequel to an original Christmas movie, and this one is located in New York. And this is also another movie that I saw at the Fight Club when I was younger. I got Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
My number 3 is both of them. My number 3 is like 1 and 2 because for me they're one giant Christmas movie that I love to watch and enjoy. They're my number 3.
Yeah. This sequel is really pretty cool. I enjoy this one, but I enjoy the first one way more. Which I'm gonna talk about that a little later.
Okay.
So I got Home Alone 2 as my number 5.
Okay.
What do you got for number 4?
My number 4 is definitely You've Got Mail, directed by Nora Ephron. For me, You've Got Mail is this, nostalgic, silly, romantic part of me. Like, I love the fact that she has this shop and Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan at her prime. She was like queen of the rom-coms, and it's Nora Ephron. I love Nora Ephron as a director and as a writer. So for me, it has all the elements, and it's very Christmassy too because she's talking to him about Christmas, and she has these feelings of like sadness and just putting up trees and stuff like that. I don't know. It's a beautiful film.
I didn't know You Got Mail was a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
So I might have to add that to my list too.
You have to.
So,
yeah. Christmas, you know what I mean? Like, it has this scene with Christmas. So for me, it is a very Christmas. Like, I watch it sometimes in Christmas because it's very Christmassy.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Definitely. So my number 4.
Yes.
This movie came out in 2007. This got an all-star cast with Loretta Devon, Delroy Lindo, Idris Elba, Regina King, Columbus Short, Chris Brown. I got This Christmas. And
Christmas, wow.
Yeah, this is a really good family movie. A lot of good vibes, a lot of drama, some music, and this is a good family movie. I enjoy this all-star cast, and this is also based on Donny Hathaway's song.
Yes, I was gonna tell you.
That's on the same title.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's why.
Yeah, This Christmas is my number 4.
Yes. You got lost in the numbers.
So what you got for your number 3?
Home Alone 1 and 2.
Yeah. Okay, Home Alone. Okay.
Yeah.
So my number 3 is another Disney movie that I watched as a kid. I did not watch it at the Fight Club, but I watched it as a kid. The Disney movie that came out in 1994.
Yeah.
I got the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Oh, Yeah, I think I haven't watched this one in a very long time. Wow. But it's stuck with you. It's very. Tell me why you love it.
I mean,
Tell me.
I love it because it's really funny. Tim Holland is very funny in the movie.
Very funny, yeah.
He basically he plays one of the employees of Santa Claus that fell off the roof.
Yeah.
Santa Claus was his son.
Yeah.
And it was a really good time.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching a lot as a kid, and this was a really fun movie. I can't say about the next two. Santa Claus 2, which was alright. Santa Claus 3, which was really terrible.
Yeah.
Then later they came out with a Disney Plus show later. But yeah, because that was originally supposed to be number 4, but they turned it into a show instead.
Yeah.
But the Santa Claus original one always be the best one to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Usually the original is the best. It's weird that Home Alone 2 is that good. Because you feel like, wow, how can you do this, you guys? Like Beverly Hills Cop 3, I think is awesome. So I think it's when the sequel is so good. It's so bad. Insane. So for me, yeah, the idea that a sequel would be that good, that great, this is alarm. And this is like, wow, really? Usually it sucks. Usually the original is incomparable. Nothing can come close.
I agree.
So when something kind of like deviates from this rule, you're like, wow, guys. Good job.
Yeah. So, we got our top 2. What is your number 2?
Little Women, directed by the 1994 one. Look, as much as I love the new Greta Gerwig one, yes, but still, it's not my Little Women. My tale is with these actors, with Winona Ryder, with Susan Sarandon as the mother, with Claire Danes, with Kirsten Dunst as this Amy, as this lovable child, and no, for me, this is my Little Women. And I always watch it and I feel like how they have this family, like these girls with their mothers and finding love and trying to find happiness, like during holidays and during winter and stuff like that. It's a beautiful movie. And Winona Ryder, for me, was just an icon of the 90s. Anything she's in, I'd watch and love.
Nice. So, my number 2. So, This is a funny Christmas movie. Even though I'm not a big fan of the actor. Him in this movie, he is really, really funny. I think at this point, everybody enjoyed this Christmas movie as well. I got Elf as my number 2.
Oh, I don't like Will Ferrell, but I know people love him. But I hate the guy. I can't stand him. I don't know.
I see. That's the thing. I'm not a big fan of Will Ferrell either. I'm not a big fan of Will Ferrell either. I'm not a big fan, but for some reason, this movie is really funny. It came out in 2003. Yeah. We got Jay Kane, Zoe, Michael, Bob Newhart, and yeah, this is a very funny movie. Like I can watch this every year. This actually helped me. This actually helped me get back in my Christmas spirits. Though one other movie that get back in my Christmas spirits.
Really? Wow! Yeah, so you watch it every year? Okay, I know what you mean.
Almost every year, but the number 1 movie, I watch that every year. I watch the number 1 movie every year.
Can't wait to reveal my number 1 because it's.
So what is your number 1? I'm curious. What is your number 1?
My number 1 is Jingle All the Way. It's directed by Brian.
Really? Oh wow!
I know it was for me as a kid. Seeing Arnie as like an idiot dad, kind of like dying to get his kid like this toy for Christmas, this was something mind-blowing. Because for me, I would see Arnold, like Schwarzenegger, just going and beating the bad guys, and he's the Terminator. And in the first Terminator, he was so scary for me. Terminator 2, I loved it with him changing course and like saving the kid. So seeing him as a dad, like taking on the Robin Williams roles, this was mind-blowing for me. So to this day, when I open it, I just laugh and I love it. And I remember being a child and I remember being like, wow, he has a very cool dad, this kid. And I felt like I wanted the toy too. Like I really wanted this toy. I was like obsessed with having it as a kid. So yeah, brings out all the good memories.
Well, I shockingly did not have this on my list. But
I can't believe it.
I did enjoy this movie though. On the social media.
I know. This sounds
I'm a Sinbad fan too. So
Yeah.
I think the reason why I did not have this on my list, I did not watch this a lot like I usually do.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't refresh my memory recently.
Yes.
But my number one movie is, you had this on your list already.
Tell
But you had this on your list together. I had to separate this movie from the sequel to the original because I enjoyed the original so much, and I grew up watching the movie a lot.
Didn't we all?
And to this day, I do enjoy the movie as growing up. Even though number 2 was really dope,
Yeah.
Home Alone 1 is always a classic. You know, McCoy Culkin did his thing on Home Alone, and Catherine O'Hara.
Yes.
John Hurd.
She's the best mom ever.
Yeah, she is.
Very iconic too.
Yes, very. And shout out to McCoy Culkin for getting the Hollywood star.
Yes.
And Catherine O'Hara was there. She was there.
It's amazing. Supporting him.
Yeah, that's really crazy. But of course, you know, not only Home Alone have the first 2 sequels, Home Alone has different sequels as well. Home Alone have number 3. I did watch number 3. I saw number 3 at the Fight Club. Like I mentioned as a kid as well. Also about this one, I saw all 3 of them at the Fight Club. Actually, 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. So you know this movie means a lot to me.
Of course.
But the last 3 I did not watch. The last Home Alone 4 and 5 I did not watch it.
Were they good? Tell me.
They were TV movies of Home Alone 4 and 5, and then they had another one that came out, I believe, last year or 2 years ago on Disney Plus. But that one was terrible.
No.
Yeah, that was terrible. And the thing was, you know, with no McCoy Culkin in it, it was just like, I would expect he'd be a producer of that one, but he was not involved at all.
Yeah.
But I heard rumors that they are making another Home Alone movie with him in it.
Are you serious? This is gonna blow.
I heard. Yeah, I don't know how true that is yet, but I heard rumors that's going around right now that he is making another Home Alone, but it's him. But he could be producer and starring in it. So that
crazy.
would be.
Can they get Joe Pesci too? Please get Joe and get Catherine O'Hara. Please.
They should bring both of them back. They should. If they can't bring them back, his kids.
He's gonna be the grandpa, like
that would be really fire. That would be really fire. But
dope. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
But your number 1 was Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
My number 1 was Home Alone. Both are classics, and I had really fun doing this episode with you, Miss Jaylan.
Me too. The best time ever I talked to you. Seriously, Ken, you're one of the best.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And Jaylan, let people know where they can find you.
Okay, so I have my Instagram, it's Jaylan Salah, and I have my Twitter, which I changed because it got hacked from a bunch of losers. So now it's Jaylan Salah Salman. I'm gonna send to Ken the new Twitter handle, so you guys can check it. And I'm also writing on Medium, and you can find my articles on synchronizedchaos.com. So yeah, you can find me. Also, my YouTube channel, the J Days, where I interview artists and just post video reviews of movies and stuff. So yeah, you can find me everywhere.
Yes. Check her out. Also, but I gotta ask this random question. I was wondering what's going on over there. What happened with the Funny Girl podcast?
I know, because I haven't done an episode with Michelle in years. So, because Michelle has been very busy and I've been very busy, we haven't been able to do a new episode because, you know, we think of a topic and then see if we have something in common about it and stuff. But I'm going to send you all the episodes, by the way, so that I see if you check them out all. You have to make sure you did, because I think these are things that I'm very proud of. My collaborations with Michelle on this podcast is something that I will cherish for life.
That's really dope. And Jaylan will come back in 2024 for another top 20 countdown show. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Be right back. Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman. Now, I am the host of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. And this commercial break is brought to you by Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents Spin-off Series Thursdays. And Spin-off Series Thursday is the new home for Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast Spin-off Series that brought to you shows like A Conversation About Music Podcast, The Old School Show, and Date Night Talk Podcast. And A Conversation About Music Podcast is a music spin-off series where we talk about anything music, from the current music scene and the old school music scene, where we interview many guests that's in the music industry and artists about their music journey. We have a segment game called The Face Off, which is a versus inspired game. And we have roundtable discussion about variety of music topics. And y'all can check out A Conversation About Music Podcast every first Thursday at 12 a.m. Every first Thursday at 12 a.m. Now, the Old School Show that featured myself and the star Roddy Rod is a show where we discuss anything old school, from music, TV shows, movies, and many more. We also bring in guests to join in on the old school conversation. Y'all can check out the Old School Show with myself and the star Roddy Rod every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. Every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. And last but not least, we have Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B, where we talk about anything relationship related topics like love, dating, relationships, cheating, the good and the bad, and many more. And y'all can check out this spin-off series, Date Night Talk Podcast, every second and third Thursday at 12 p.m. So look out for Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents Spin-off Series Thursday, A Conversation About Music Podcast every first Thursday. The Old School Show with myself and the star Roddy Rod every fourth Thursdays, and Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B every second and third Thursdays. And y'all can check out Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast every Sundays for the main series and every Thursday for spin-off series Thursdays. And thank y'all for checking out this commercial break. And now back to your regularly scheduled program. True! I just want to take the time to thank everybody for tuning into the latest episode of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, the Christmas episode of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Thank you to my special guest, my returning guest, Ms. Jaylan, for coming back on the show. You already know it's always a good conversation whenever you come on the show, and I'm looking forward to see everything you're about to do, and look forward to bring you back in 2024. And once again, thank you, Jaylan, for coming on the show. Y'all already know where I'm at every Sundays for the main series of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, and spin-off series Thursday, every Thursday, where we have shows like A Conversation About Music Podcast every first Thursday at 12 p.m. Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B every second and third Thursday at 12 p.m. And the Old School Show with myself and the star Roddy Rod every fourth Thursday at 12 p.m. You can check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Good Pods, and many more. Y'all can rate the show 5-star rating on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Good Pods, Podchasers. The more y'all rate the show, the more people know about the Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. I'm going to start pushing this even more. Subscribe to my YouTube page, Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast on YouTube. Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast on YouTube. And you can check out the video version of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, Mr. Gentleman Fact Quote of the Day, and many more. Subscribe to me on YouTube. I need more subscribers. Yeah, subscribe to me on YouTube. If you want me to guest on Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, send me a bio about yourself and everything that you do to my email, kenYPGENT@gmail.com, or hit me up on social media, Ken_Mr. Gentleman. I repeat, Ken, KEN _Mr. MR Gentleman, GENTLEMAN, and we can set something up. I do need more guests for season 7 and any other spin-off series Thursday shows, so hit me up. Also, you could also check me out on the Premier Boys Podcast with my bros. We feature myself, Aaron Quito Sands, the Star Rider Rod, and Long Live the Chief Mighty Mal. Season 4 of the Premier Boys Podcast, January 24th, 2024. New season of the Premier Boys Podcast, January 24th, 2024. And also check out every show that's part of the Premier Powerverse. King Talk with Aaron Sands, hosted by Aaron Quito Sands, every Friday at 12 p.m. Star Time Podcast, hosted by the Star Rider Rod, every Monday at 12 p.m. And the Welcome to the Trilogy Podcast, hosted by Long Live the Chief Mighty Mal, coming in 2024. Check out and support every show in the Premier Powerverse right now. Support all our shows. And there will be no Mr. Gentleman like that shout out this week. But I just want to say shout out to every podcaster that supported Mr. Gentleman like that podcast in 2024. The Red Dove Podcast, Get the Vibes, The Things About Us Podcast, Talk 3 Talk Back, Chronicles of a Virgo, Talking Smack, The Geeky Dad Podcast, Conversation with Toy, Laugh and Listens, and a whole bunch more. Thank you to every podcaster that show love to Mr. Gentleman like that podcast this year. It really means a lot. And I'm looking forward to network with each and every one of y'all in 2024. And continue to do amazing things. And if I haven't mentioned your name, I apologize. There's a whole bunch of y'all. But yeah, just know that I support each and every one of y'all. In 2024, we all gonna kill it. And thank y'all for helping Mr. Gentleman like that podcast grow in 2023. And y'all already know, add me on Good Pods, Ken, Mr. Gentleman. Y'all already know Good Podcast and many independent podcasters. You see what everybody listen to. We rate each other's shows, and we have the charts. And at this time, it's time for Mr. Gentleman like that achievements, where we spotlight everything Mr. Gentleman like the podcast is doing. And of course, we got the Good Pod charts. And due to this recording, Mr. Gentleman like the podcast is number 11 on top 100 shows. We are number 8 on the indie charts for society and culture. We are still number 1. We've been number 1 for 6 days. And for top 100 episodes, we are number 6 on the normal charts, number 10 on the indie charts for episode 132, Growth, the official 200 episode of Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast. Thank you for all the love, all the shout out. Thank you for everybody that listens to this episode. And thank y'all for everybody that supported Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast all year round. And yeah, once again, thank y'all. Of course, check out the official website of Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast, www.realmrgentlemanlikethatpodcast.com, where we can check out every episode of Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast. Y'all can watch every video of Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast. Check out every guest profile who's been on Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast. All 63 guests. 2024, we will have even more guests. Let me repeat that. We have many more guests in 2024 on Mr. Gentleman Like the Pocket. Brand new guests. So you just have to look out for that. Y'all can also check out every guest appearance that I've been on this year. And I just want to shout out all the shows that I've been on this year. Shout out to Chronicle of a Virgo. Shout out to the Math Debaters. Shout out to the Vandalonians. Shout out to Toe Street Talkback. Shout out to Star Time Podcast. Shout out to the Things About Us Podcast. Shout out to Questgasm. Shout out to Opinionated Lashes. And shout out to The Simplest for having me on your platform this year. All those shows were really dope conversation. Y'all can check out all those shows on the website right now. Also, shout out to Kevin Rebel. Making the online article for this year, really means a lot. And that was a really dope opportunity. And once again, thank y'all for doing that for me. It really means a lot. More guest appearances coming in 2024. More online articles coming in 2024. More major accomplishments coming in 2024. And yeah. Also check out the merch store from Mr. Gentleman, Like That Pocket at tpublic.com. Just search Mr. Gentleman, Like That Pocket store. Or y'all can buy it through the website. We have shirts, hoodies, mugs, masks, and many more. Any support is good support. So support the merch store at tpublic.com. Just search with the Gentleman Like That Podcast store, and y'all can buy merch. New designs coming in 2024, so look out for that. And check out the official website of Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast, www.realmrgentlemanlikethatpodcast.com. And once again, thank y'all for listening to this latest episode of Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast. Thank you to listening to Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast all year round. And before I go, I have to announce a few more things. First thing first, this is the mid-season finale of Mr. Gentleman Like The Podcast. The main series, season 7, will take a short break. But don't worry, Mr. Gentleman Like The Podcast won't take a full break. This is the last episode of 2023. But we will be back on January 4th. For spin-off series Thursday is returning. Conversation about music is that Thursday on January 4th. Then we have a special Date Night Talk episode that Sunday. Then we got our second Date Night Talk episode on that Thursday. And then we got the Old School Show on the special Old School Show on Sunday as well. So look out for 4 spin-off series Thursday shows in January. Then after that, January 20th, Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast 5-year anniversary episode. Y'all already know what I do on the anniversary episodes. We're going to dive in the journey of the last 5 years of Mr. Gentleman Like The Podcast. If y'all want to leave an anniversary message, send me an email at kenypgent@gmail.com, and y'all can send y'all anniversary message there, or just hit me up on social media, Ken_Mr. Gentleman, and I'll tell y'all what you need to do. Anniversary episode, January 20th, 2024. And then season 7 of Mr. Gentleman Like The Podcast return on January 27th for the Royal Rumble episode. And then another Udo episode a day after. So I get 2 episodes that weekend of January 27th, the return of main series of Mr. Gentleman Like That Podcast. Have a good day and night, whether you're listening to this episode. Merry Christmas, everybody, and a Happy New Year. I see y'all in 2024.
This is Belinda Jaime, also known as Miss Mariposa, and you are listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast.